So you have a Shopify store and you're really struggling with increasing your conversion rate, but you don't really know what you can do to get your website to convert better for you. So in this video, we're going to walk through 4 key things that you need on your website to not only boost your conversion rate, but to make your product seem irresistible to your customers and make it easy for them to buy from you. And if we have not met, my name is Kerrie Fitzgerald and I am an e-commerce and marketing strategist, and I am your e-commerce BFF in the product business world, and I'm here to help you make more sales, make more profit, and have more fun in your business. And before we dive into the goodness of the video, be sure to tap that subscribe button and like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Okay, let's dive into it. So the first thing that you want to do when you're trying to increase your conversion rate is you have to position your products to be the hero and to be irresistible on your website. So what people do for the most part on their website is they have a product and they focus on features, not benefits. So features are things like the color of the product, the size, the weight, the dimensions, the material that it's made out of. But they're not focusing on things that actually convert into sales, which are things like, what is the transformation of the product? What pain points does the product do for that person? What does the product make someone feel? So those are the things that actually get someone to whip out their credit card and buy your product. No one cares about your features. They care about the solution. We don't need more products in the world. We need more solutions to our problems. So when it comes to products, we really want to first get clear on why someone needs your product. So again, what problem does it solve? What's the transformation it solves? And what feeling does the product give you? And we're going to dive into a couple examples from Fenty Beauty, Everlane, and Jeep Wrangler, because they are 3 marketing masters, and we're gonna walk through what they're doing so well to get people to buy their product. So let's look at Fenty Beauty as an example. So again, when it comes to your product-based business, you've got to focus on the problems that your product solves. It's not enough just to have a cool product. You have to position it so when someone sees the product and sees how you're describing it, they're like, oh shoot, I need help with that one thing. So let's look at Fenty Beauty as an example here. So what problem does the product solve? So for example, Susan has dry lips that are feeling thin and flaky and they lack plumpness. So if we go down to the next slide, we see Fenty Beauty. So her product's description for this specific product, they focus on the problem the product solves. So essentially, again, like we see over here, details. You get juicy lips, irresistible shine, nourishing wear, finishing touch, blah, blah, blah. It says, with this plump complex, it titillates and plumps lips. Conditioning, shea butter, and vitamin E help lock in moisture. And there is lush, smooth texture with a hint of tint that feels comfortable and nourishing. So she's not just saying like, buy my lip balm. She's focusing on and showcasing the transformation that the product gives. And then if we look right here, we look at this product here. So Lacey wants a shoe she can wear to work and day to day that are still comfortable, yet they look really, really cute. So if we go down here, we can look at Everlane. So Everlane does a fantastic job at marketing their products. They do such a good job with descriptions. So here it says the product descriptions focus on what problem the product solves and makes them feel something. So again, not every product has some life-changing transformation. It's also like, does your product make someone feel something? So here, remember the ideal customer was someone who really wanted a comfortable shoe. So it says right here, a heel you can walk in all damn day. The Day Heels ballet-inspired silhouette is designed with a rounded toe, a walkable 2-inch block heel, and elasticized back for extra comfort. So it's such a good way to describe a product that, 1, showcases the pain point, but 2, the storytelling here is pretty, it's really, really good. And then lastly, we're going to look at Jeep Wrangler as an example. So Kerrie is looking for a new car. She loves traveling, feeling free, and she really likes pretty things. She wants a car she can get dirty, throw in her dog after a drive to the lake, and space to fit her paddleboard. So we see Jeep Wrangler here. And Jeep is like literally all they do is focus on the feeling. So if you look at their product descriptions here, I pulled these from their product descriptions. Let freedom roam. Jeep Wrangler is the original icon of adventure. Experience the legend and start your journey. Right here, the legend keeps evolving. They're just talking about how they've evolved the car. Power to get out and play, connecting your world. So again, their product descriptions and images showcase that emotion that they want their customer to feel. So if you're looking at a car and you're like, do I want a minivan that's boring, or do I want a car that makes me feel like I'm alive? And that is what Jeep Wrangler does so well. So now that we've gone through all those 3 brands, I want you to do a deep dive of your own business. Take a look at your product listings. Are you focusing on benefits, or are you focusing on features? Are you highlighting like how the product makes someone feel when they're using it? Are you highlighting the transformation from A to B? So we have to be focusing on those types of things to get people to, again, want to whip out their credit card and buy from you. So the second part of basically building a website that increases your conversion rate and gets sales is having a winning website layout. So there are a few structural things that you need on your website to literally get people to buy from you. So the first thing that you need is a really strong hero image where you basically tell the person who lands on your website what you sell and who it's for. So when it comes to website and your layout, this is going to be the most important part of your website, because when someone first lands on your website, you want to make sure that there's a really beautiful image here that showcases, your product being used, shows something that's going to evoke emotion, and describes what you sell. So Mattel paddleboards is an incredible example of showcasing a website that when you land on the website, like you're going to probably feel some kind of emotion because you see happy people out on a paddleboard. Looks like they're, in California or something like that. They look like they're having fun. So the product the product image is going to make you feel something. And you're not just using a boring white background photo that does not actually convert. The second part of a really converting website layout is the statement on here. So we have, a hero statement or a header statement, whatever. And really what we're trying to do is just describe what you sell and who it's for. So here we have the new era of paddleboarding. Mattel is an inflatable paddleboard that makes it easy to explore coastlines, lakes, and rivers in style. So based on this description here, like they're showcasing a bit of personality. They're talking about where the product can be used. They're saying, right here that the paddleboard makes it easy, inflatable, which means it's transportable, which means you can put it anywhere and bring it with you anywhere. And you can explore coastlines, lakes, and rivers in style, because their paddleboards are designed with beautiful features, colors, they're vibrant. So they're going to really attract a certain type of customer. And then we're going to look at navigation in a sec here. So one thing that's really cool about Mattel paddleboards as well is what you get when you purchase their products. So you get the paddleboard, you get a pump, you get a really cool bag, you get a paddle, and you get a leash. So it's like really clear all the things that you get when you buy the product. And then when you're scanning through the website, you want to focus on key bestsellers. You want to make it easy for people to find what they need. So instead of focusing on, like right here, they have original, they have designed, they have over here original and design. Instead of having like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, instead of having like 30 something products, they show 4 products, but then they have right here the color variations. So it's really easy to click and it focuses on the new color here instead of featuring like a million different products. So I really like the way that they showcase their products in a really, really easy way. And up here, it says 30 designs to match your personality. So I feel like by doing that, they're making it very easy for people to find things. And if we go back up here on the navigation and menu, we have home, we have shop paddleboards, we have shop accessories. It's really, really clear what you should be clicking on to find exactly what you need. And this is where so many of you are screwing up. You're not making it clear what you sell or who it's for. You're not using really good visual images that depict your brand or showcase your product in a good way. So when it comes to your hero image, I always advise my clients and people in my programs, use a smiling, happily human using your product. So if you are a pet brand, put a picture of a human and a pet using the product. If you are a candle brand, have a picture of a person using the candle or relaxing, however you would use a candle. So show your product how it would be used in real life. That is so important. And by doing that, you're going to instantly increase your conversion rate, because if someone lands on the website and they don't feel like your product is for them, they're not going to keep scrolling down. So that's a really, really important thing to do. So the second thing that you need on your website is you really want to convey and evoke a level of trust. So if people don't trust you, they're not going to buy your products. Okay, that's a little hint. So using battle boards one more time, we want to be focusing always on social proof and building trust. So right here, if you're on their website, you can see here, loved by 10,000 people. And if you click on this, actually it's not clickable, but it says 4.9 out of 5 based on 1,700 reviews. And then if you scroll here, it's going to open up different reviews by people. And again, it's showing you the Instagram, showing you the amount of followers that they have, all these kind of really cool things. So they have a really nice photo. They have a little testimonial quote. And if you click, take a look, you can see all their paddle boards, which is kind of nice. But basically, if you click on any of their paddle boards, again, loved by 10,000 Madlers from all around the world. And it's just like super, super fun. And fun fact, I bought one of their paddle boards last year. And when I went to their website and scrolled down here and saw all the dog photos, it instantly made me buy the paddle board, because I was like, oh, these are my people. So don't discredit the power of social proof and using customer photos, lifestyle photos, UGC, that kind of thing. And then if you just scroll down further, you can actually read all of the reviews here. And again, they have 1,400 plus reviews, and most of them are 5-star. So you don't always need to have exactly 5 stars for reviews. In fact, there's lots of proof out there that shows when you have a couple bad reviews, it actually builds more trust with people, because it feels like it's real. So anyway, this is super powerful in terms of building so much trust and social proof on a website. So having things like social proof, having things like testimonials on your website, including reviews. So if you have reviews on your product pages, people are more likely to buy from you, because those are trust evoking things. So there's a lot of different apps you can use that you can have reviews completely automated. So when a customer buys from you, they get emails that are like, what did you think of this product? And then they can just type in, add a picture of the product, and it's on your website. So reviews are a huge and kind of easy way to evoke a lot of trust in your website. So make sure you have reviews, make sure you have some type of social proof. So I really like to have testimonials added to the website and include pictures of people. And those two things right there evoke a lot of trust in a website. The third thing that you need to do to really make sure your conversion rate is working for you is essentially make it easy for people to find products. So did you ever go into a shop in your town? You walk into the store, let's say Target, for example. You walk into a Target, and when you walk in, there is like the men's section, the women's section over here, the beauty section over there. Everything is laid out really in an organized way, so it makes it easy to find things. So we're going to look at Buy You With Love, which is one of my favorite websites. I'm obsessed with their jewelry, and I just love their brand so much. So we're going to focus on looking at making it easy for people to find what you need. So you can see over here, if you scroll to their navigation menu over here, we have a little search bar and it says Opal. So if you click, it's just almost letting you know that you should type something in here. So if I come in here and type in like moon, I have no idea if anything will pop up, but we'll see. And it does. So it brings you to this product and this product and this product. So the point here is that you want to have that search bar or search button
offered here. And most Shopify websites will automatically have that, but sometimes they don't. And you will lose sales by not having this little feature here. The second thing that I want to look at when it comes to Buy with Love is their menu and navigation. So again, you want to make it super easy for people to find what they need always. So if you come here, you can scroll down, and this is different types of like nested, kind of like a nested menu, but just a regular menu. And we have jewelry, we have bracelets, earrings, we have necklaces, rings, gift cards, that kind of thing. So these right here are like the easy to find menu items. They're super easy. If you're looking for a bracelet, you click here. These right here are where it's going to be harder for people to know. Like if you don't know this brand, you likely have no idea what the diamond collection is or the emerald collection. And this is where you want to be really careful. So because this brand here has both like obvious jewelry categories, like if you are looking for jewelry, you likely already know if you're looking for necklace or an earring or a ring or something like that. Like you likely already know that. But here, like you don't know what these are. So what I see a lot of people doing is like they have collection names in their menu and navigation, but they don't have these like innate names. So it's fine to have both, but you want to make sure that whatever you're selling, you have these like clear category of things here. So overall, this brand does a fantastic job of making it easy for people to find what they would need.
So the biggest issue that I see on so many e-commerce websites is that you have your products laid out in a way that isn't easy for people to find. For example, in your navigation in the top of your website, you have different categories of products. And if they're not laid out in a really easy way, it can be really confusing for people who on your website to know what you sell. So if you're looking at like a makeup brand, for example, organizing things by, types of makeup. And this sounds obvious, but I see so many people not doing this. So I have to dive into it. So for example, if you are a beauty brand and you sell makeup, you could do, a category, you could have a menu navigation for like face. And then you could have a little nested menu and it says something like foundation, concealer, I don't know what else you put in your face. Foundation, concealer, like maybe like eyeshadow, lipstick, etc. So you want to just lay things out in an organized way and not lay them out and using confusing words that people don't really understand. So I see this mistake all the time on websites. So again, it's not super intuitive, which is why I have to explain it. So how can you make it like Target, where you have like boy section, women's section, food and grocery, beauty, home decor, everything's laid out so it's really, really clear how to find things. And another mistake that I see people making all the time that is totally preventing you from getting sales is you don't have the little search icon in your navigation or on your header of your website. So that's basically that little circle where you can click on it and you can type in a product that you are looking for. So a lot of times people will find your brand somewhere else, maybe through an email or maybe through Instagram or a TikTok video or something. And then they're like, oh, what was that product I was looking for? And when they go to your website, they don't know what the product is and they have to type something into the little search bar. So if you don't have product names listed accordingly, then it's going to be hard for people to find things. But two, if you don't have a search bar added in there, you have no way of letting people to find products, So those are a few things that you can do to make it easier for people to find what they need and navigate through your store in a really, really easy way. And one more thing I want to talk about when it comes to your website conversion and making it easy for people to find things that they need is on your homepage. Your homepage is like your prime real estate, and you want to lay out your homepage in a way that features your best sellers first. So if you are a jewelry brand, for example, and you sell bracelets and necklaces and earrings and rings, but if we're actually looking at your analytics, what you mostly sell are bracelets. Don't bury bracelets at the bottom of your page. Like those should be front and center. Those should be the products that you're focusing on throughout your homepage and making it so when someone lands on your website, they know, okay, if I'm looking for a really cool bracelet, this is my person. So just a little fun fact about that. You want to make it so bestsellers and top collections are always featured first. And then the last part of basically having a really great conversion rate for your website is making it easy for people to buy from you. This is the colossal mistake that I see almost every single day. So when it comes to your checkout process, are you making it harder for people to buy from you? So I want to focus on two key things here. One is remove anything that you don't need. So for example, don't ever require people to create an account before they've purchased from you. So I've purchased a lot of things on Shopify, and sometimes I will go to an account and I'm about to buy from them and it makes me create a new account. And that the second that happens, I leave the page because I'm like, I don't feel like typing in my name and my address and putting in my credit card information. So a lot of people are lazy. We have grown to be lazy because of places like Amazon, you know, the one-click purchase. So if you don't need something, don't include it in there. When it comes to the checkout process, what you need is for them to put in a credit card detail and name and address, and that's it.
So when we're looking at making it easy for people to check out of your store, there's two things that you want to make sure that you're doing. So we talked about the fact that you want to make it easy for people to pay, and you want to make sure that you don't have things like required accounts and things like that. So we can see here with Primarily Pure, it says already have an account, log in. That's fine because it's not requiring you to log in. If you have an account and you want to log in, cool, but like not necessary. Two, they have multiple payment options. So they have PayPal and they have ShopPay. So basically, these both right here make it so easy to buy from them. So if you have set up your ShopPay as a customer, then all you're doing is like clicking here. It'll like filtrate with a little code that will come to your phone. And then you type in the code and then your ShopPay basically puts in all of your information, and it's like one click and the product is on its way to your doorstep essentially. And PayPal is the same thing. PayPal already has your details connected, so it just makes it easy for people. So if you right now don't have ShopPay, you don't have PayPal added, make sure you add those types of things because you will see an increase in your conversion rate. And this is a really great example from Primarily Pure.
So again, don't make them create an account. Don't ask them 25 other questions. Don't require things that are not 100% necessary. And then the second thing that I want to talk about is payment options. So basically allowing people to use things like PayPal. And I know there's a lot of controversy with PayPal because I know certain businesses, like if you use PayPal and there's issues with different things, like they don't always have your back, and they can hold your payment that comes to you for a certain amount of days. So, you know, I've dealt with those issues too when it comes to PayPal. But in the end, PayPal it's easy for your customer. It makes it so when they go to checkout, they're like, click, 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 and the product is on the way. So it's sort of like an Amazon style of purchasing because everything is already built in. The customer does not have to go and get a credit card. They don't have to put in their name and their information and all that kind of good stuff. And again, it sounds lazy, but that's how people are, unfortunately. We have grown to be very lazy with getting up off the couch and going to get a credit card. So that is it for this video. So I hope you love this video. And again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We're going to have videos that come out every single Thursday, and everything is going to be catered around starting or scaling an e-commerce business. And I'm here to make it easy for you to get started. And if you're looking for a checklist and just some information on starting a Shopify store, you can click in the show notes below. We have a couple freebies for you that will help you start your store and then create an e-commerce business with ease. See you next week.